Okay, it's me, Mr. Ramsey again, and going to walk you through today's lesson, quoting for evidence. And that was that first skill you'll recall of the unit. We want to be able to come up with an idea about the characters and have evidence to support those ideas. So before we get to the big themes and the big ideas in the book, we have to start just by observing the characters and figuring out what they're like at the beginning of the story. And we have the character traits. And so some characters might be dangerous or hostile or humble or bold. And just like real people, they're often a mix of these things. So let me show you how we do this. We want you to be able to come up with ideas about characters and to speak and write about them using evidence from the text. So let's start with one of my favorite characters in the book, Peter. And his very first sentence is an attention getter right here. He says, "It's our bad luck to have teachers in this world, but since we're stuck with them, the best we can do is hope to get a brand new one instead of a mean old fart. New teachers don't know the rules, so you can get away with things the old timers would squash you for." That was my theory. So I was feeling pretty excited to start 5th grade since I was getting a rookie teacher, a guy named Mr. Tearup. Right away, I put him to the test. All right, I've got a couple ideas already about Peter. One is obviously he does not like school. This is a kid who does not wake up eager to get to school and spend his day learning. He also thinks he's pretty clever. He thinks he's got the system figured out. He's got these teachers all figured out. So how do I write about this? This is what I would write. I would start with my idea. I think Peter dislikes school. Pretty unsophisticated, straightforward. And then I follow it up quoting from the text. For example, he says, and you'll notice I use a comma followed by quotation mark, and I've got the line right from the text about the bad luck having teachers. Now I'm going to extend mine even a little bit further and say he also thinks he has the teachers figured out because he says, and again, I quote, I'm using evidence from the text. So this is stuff that you've done before. This is a review, but this is what we want it to look like. So let's practice this a little bit. You can go ahead and pause the video and see if you can find evidence for the idea that Jessica is really observant. She really can pick up on details, and I'm starting to get the idea that she's kind of like the writer of the group. She's very observant. So go ahead and pause the video, read the paragraph, and see if you can find a part where it shows Jessica being observant. All right, I assume you found probably a couple different places. One that really stood out to me was, I think it's the 4th sentence. I followed Mom down the blue speckled carpet and past the rows of red lockers where some kids were already unloading new supplies. It's just loaded with observation. She's got the color of the carpet, of the lockers, the actions that the kids are doing, the smell of the hallways in that 2nd sentence. So hopefully you found some of the same type of lines to support your idea. And of course, when you write about it, you're going to say, I think Jessica is very observant. For example, quote, simple. So your independent work today, go back to the PSL page, and under student work time, you'll see a passage from Alexia, one of the more intense characters in the book. And your teacher will have instructions on how they want you to write about Alexia, and of course, include a quote from the text. All right, good people, it's been a pleasure. Good luck and have a great day.